While driving on a UAE highway, you notice sudden sand blowing across the road, reducing visibility but not fully blocking it. What is the safest immediate response? A. Maintain speed to exit the area quickly. B. Slow down gradually, turn on hazard lights if visibility becomes very poor, and increase following distance. C. Stop immediately in the current lane. D. Change lanes repeatedly to find clearer visibility. Answer: B. In sandstorm conditions, abrupt braking or stopping in a live lane increases collision risk. UAE driving guidelines emphasize gradual speed reduction, increased following distance, and hazard lights only when visibility drops significantly. Sudden lane changes or stopping can cause rear-end crashes in low-visibility conditions. You are approaching a roundabout in Abu Dhabi with 2 lanes. You intend to take the third exit. Which positioning is correct before entering? A. Left lane with early signaling. B. Any lane as roundabouts allow free movement. C. Right lane with proper signaling before and during exit. D. Center of both lanes to assert priority. Answer: C. In UAE roundabouts, drivers must position themselves according to the intended exit. Taking later exits requires using the right lane and signaling correctly. Incorrect lane positioning is a common cause of side impact collisions and traffic violations. At a pedestrian crossing without traffic signals, pedestrians are waiting but have not stepped onto the road. What must the driver do? A. Proceed if pedestrians have not started crossing. B. Slow down and prepare to stop, giving priority to pedestrians. C. Honk to warn pedestrians. D. Accelerate to pass before pedestrians move. Answer: B. UAE traffic law gives pedestrians priority at marked crossings, even if they have not yet stepped onto the road. Drivers must anticipate pedestrian movement and be prepared to stop to avoid violations and serious injury. You are driving in the leftmost lane on a highway at the posted speed limit. A faster vehicle approaches from behind flashing headlights. What is the correct action? A. Maintain speed because you are not speeding. B. Brake to force the other driver to slow down. C. Move safely to the right lane to allow overtaking. D. Increase speed to match the faster vehicle. Answer: C. In the UAE, the leftmost lane is designated for overtaking. Even if driving at the speed limit, drivers must yield to faster vehicles when safe. Failing to move over can result in fines and increase aggressive driving risks. While driving at night on an unlit road, an oncoming vehicle fails to dim its high beams. What should you do? A. Flash your high beams repeatedly. B. Look directly at the oncoming lights. C. Reduce speed and focus on the right edge of your lane. D. Close your eyes briefly to avoid glare. Answer: C. High beam glare can cause temporary blindness. The safest response is to slow down and focus on lane markings or the road edge. Flashing lights or looking directly at glare increases accident risk. You are approaching a signal that turns yellow just before you reach the stop line. What is the correct decision? A. Always stop immediately. B. Accelerate aggressively to cross. C. Stop if safe to do so without sudden braking. D. Ignore the signal and follow surrounding traffic. Answer: C. A yellow signal warns that red is imminent. UAE traffic rules require drivers to stop if they can do so safely. Sudden braking that may cause rear-end collisions should be avoided, but deliberate acceleration is also unsafe and illegal. During heavy rain, water begins to pool on the road surface. What is the main danger this creates? A. Engine overheating. B. Hydroplaning causing loss of steering and braking control. C. Tire punctures. D. Reduced fuel efficiency. Answer: B. Standing water can cause tires to lose contact with the road, known as hydroplaning. This results in loss of steering and braking control. UAE drivers are advised to reduce speed significantly during rain to maintain traction. You are driving behind a large truck on Sheikh Zayed Road. Why should you increase your following distance? A. Trucks drive slower. B. Trucks require longer stopping distances and reduce your visibility. C. Trucks are allowed to change lanes without signaling. D. Trucks always carry hazardous cargo. Answer: B. Large vehicles block forward visibility and need more time to stop. Increasing following distance gives the driver more reaction time and reduces the risk of collisions, especially during sudden braking. When reversing out of a parking space in a busy mall parking area, what has the highest priority? A. Vehicles approaching from the main lane. B. Pedestrians and moving vehicles behind you. C. Honking to alert others. D. Speed to clear the space quickly. Answer: B. Parking areas involve unpredictable pedestrian movement. UAE driving safety principles prioritize pedestrian protection and careful observation when reversing, as visibility is limited and collisions occur at low speeds. A traffic sign shows a red circle with a white horizontal line. What does this indicate? A. No parking. B. One-way road. C. No entry. D. Road closed ahead. Answer: C. This sign strictly prohibits entry into a road from that direction. Ignoring it can lead to head-on collisions, especially on one-way roads common in urban UAE areas. You approach an intersection where traffic lights are not working. What rule applies? A. Vehicles on the wider road have priority. B. First vehicle to arrive proceeds. C. Treat the intersection as a four-way stop. D. Pedestrians lose priority. Answer: C. When signals fail, drivers must treat the intersection as an all-way stop, proceeding cautiously based on arrival order and safety. Assuming priority based on road size can cause serious accidents. Why is tailgating considered a serious offense in the UAE? A. It increases fuel consumption. B. It reduces reaction time and causes high-speed rear-end collisions. C. It delays traffic flow. D. It only affects new drivers. Answer: B. Tailgating severely limits reaction time, especially at high speeds common on UAE highways. It is a leading cause of fatal accidents and is strictly penalized with fines and black points. When driving downhill, why should you avoid continuous braking? A. It wastes fuel. B. It reduces tire pressure. C. It can overheat brakes and reduce braking effectiveness. D. It causes engine damage. Answer: C. Continuous braking causes brake fade due to overheating, making stopping less effective. Using engine braking and controlled speed is safer, especially on long descents. A vehicle ahead suddenly swerves to avoid debris. What is the safest reaction? A. Swerve immediately in the same direction. B. Brake hard without checking mirrors. C. Slow down, assess escape paths, and steer smoothly if needed. D. Accelerate to pass the danger. Answer: C. Sudden swerving or hard braking can cause loss of control or collisions. Defensive driving requires controlled braking, awareness of surrounding traffic, and smooth steering inputs. You are driving in fog with visibility below 100 meters. Which lights should you use? A. High beams. B. Parking lights only. C. Low beam headlights and fog lights if available. D. Hazard lights continuously. Answer: C. High beams reflect off fog and worsen visibility. Low beams and fog lights improve road illumination without glare. Hazard lights are only used if stopping or moving extremely slowly. Why must drivers check blind spots even when using mirrors? A. Mirrors distort distance. B. Mirrors do not cover all adjacent areas. C. Mirrors are optional. D. Blind spots only exist at night. Answer: B. Mirrors cannot show all areas around the vehicle, especially beside and slightly behind it. Blind spot checks prevent collisions during lane changes, a common cause of UAE traffic accidents. What is the safest response if your vehicle's tire suddenly blows out at high speed? A. Brake hard immediately. B. Grip the steering wheel firmly, ease off the accelerator, and slow down gradually. C. Turn sharply to the shoulder. D. Switch off the engine. Answer: B. Sudden braking or steering can cause loss of control. Gradual deceleration while maintaining steering stability allows the vehicle to slow safely before stopping. At a T-junction without signs or signals, which vehicle has priority? A. Vehicle turning right. B. Vehicle on the terminating road. C. Vehicle on the continuing road. D. The larger vehicle. Answer: C. At T-junctions, traffic on the continuing road has priority. Vehicles on the terminating road must yield, regardless of turning direction. Why is using a mobile phone while driving particularly dangerous at high speeds? A. It increases fuel use. B. It distracts vision, hands, and mental focus simultaneously. C. It only affects reaction time slightly. D. It is dangerous only in traffic. Answer: B. Mobile phone use causes visual, manual, and cognitive distraction. At highway speeds, even a 1-second distraction can result in traveling dozens of meters without awareness. You feel extremely tired while driving long distances in the UAE. What is the safest action? A. Open windows and continue driving. B. Increase speed to finish faster. C. Stop at a safe place and rest. D. Drink water and keep going. Answer: C. Fatigue significantly reduces reaction time and judgment, similar to driving under the influence. Resting is the only effective way to restore alertness and prevent serious accidents. You are driving on a multi-lane urban road when emergency vehicle sirens are audible, but the vehicle is not yet visible. What is the safest and legally correct response? A. Continue driving until the emergency vehicle appears. B. Slow down, check mirrors, and prepare to move safely to the right. C. Stop immediately in your lane. D. Accelerate to clear the area quickly. Answer: B. UAE traffic law requires drivers to give priority to emergency vehicles as soon as they are aware of them. Slowing down and preparing to move to the right allows a controlled and safe path without causing sudden braking or blocking traffic, which could delay emergency response. You are driving on a wet road and feel the steering suddenly become light and unresponsive. What should you do first? A. Brake firmly to regain control. B. Turn the steering wheel sharply. C. Ease off the accelerator and keep the steering straight. D. Shift into a lower gear immediately. Answer: C. This sensation indicates hydroplaning. The safest response is to gently ease off the accelerator while keeping the steering straight, allowing the tires to regain contact with the road. Sudden braking or sharp steering can cause a complete loss of control. When approaching a speed-controlled camera zone in the UAE, which behavior is considered safest and most compliant? A. Brake sharply just before the camera. B. Maintain a steady speed within the posted limit throughout the zone. C. Drive slightly below the limit only near the camera. D. Follow the speed of surrounding vehicles. Answer: B. Maintaining a steady, legal speed ensures safety and compliance. Sudden braking near cameras increases the risk of rear-end collisions and reflects poor driving discipline rather than proper speed control. You intend to change lanes on a busy highway, but another vehicle is traveling quickly in the target lane from behind. What is the correct decision? A. Signal and move immediately since you indicated. B. Speed up and merge before the vehicle arrives. C. Wait until there is a safe gap and then change lanes. D. Cancel the signal and slow down sharply. Answer: C. Signaling does not give priority. UAE defensive driving principles require drivers to wait for a safe gap before changing lanes. Forcing a merge can cause high-speed collisions, especially on highways. Why is it dangerous to rely solely on cruise control during light rain on highways? A. Cruise control increases fuel consumption. B. It prevents the use of brakes. C. It can maintain speed during loss of traction, increasing hydroplaning risk. D. It causes engine overheating. Answer: C. Cruise control maintains constant speed and may continue accelerating when traction is reduced. In wet conditions, this increases the risk of hydroplaning. Manual control allows drivers to respond instantly to changing road grip.